Hi, Chris here, and tonight we're going to cover, do I need education if I have numerous years in the field? It's a great question, and we get asked it all the time. So let's go ahead and dive right in and take a look, see if we can answer some of those questions for you. So tonight we're going to talk about, again, do I need education if I have numerous years in the field? Are there any benefits of having the education? So that's also going to determine on which state you're wanting to practice in. I'm going to give you three different states with three different rules that we can discuss. And last, are you currently a licensed surveyor? All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to get all the latest videos and more. As always, thanks for joining NLC Prep for another YouTube video. So if you wish to become a licensed surveyor and you've been working in the field since the Mississippi River was surveyed in the late 1800s, no, not really, but you've been in it a long time and that's great. But you want to advance and obtain your license. So there's a lot of determining factors. First, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, uh, they state that the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. And you can see this in numerous careers, even in land surveying. A 4-year degree in geomatics will help prepare individuals to work as a surveyor, cartographer, photogrammetrist, or GIS professional. Geomatics will give you the foundation to prepare you to create 3D geospatial models of land, structures, infrastructures, and even archaeological sites. Surveyors are used in everyday life for building, remodeling, or fixing things, just like roads, bridges, lake beds, underground sewer, water lines, even land itself. Starting salaries for individuals with little to no experience and no education is anywhere from about $30,000 to $35,000. With a BS in geomatics, the starting salary is around $45,000. That's $15,000 extra a year just by having your bachelor's degree. So if you're looking to own your own company one day, obtaining your degree is definitely the way to go. Second, which state are you wanting to practice in? So does it really matter what state I want to become licensed in? And the answer to that is yes. Every state has their own requirements to becoming a professional land surveyor. So let's take a look at a couple of states. So I'm going to use Washington, New Mexico, and Hawaii. So Washington, in order to get your license, you first have to meet the prior requirements. So before applying to become a certified surveyor in training, there's a couple different ways to go about it. So one is basically be a senior at an ABED accredited surveying university. Two is a bachelor's degree from an ABET accredited surveying program. Or you can have a 2-year associate's degree from a board approved surveying program and 2 years of board approved work experience. Or lastly, is 4 years of board approved work experience. So this is basically 2 years in a surveying program, also counts for school, remember that. And then they list a couple universities or colleges that you can go to in order to get this associate's degree to qualify for the 2 years. You can also complete the Certified Federal Surveyor program by doing that, and the final exam it gives you 3 months of experience. So great, you've got your LSIT. So next you're going to just have to pass your Principles and Practices exam and your state specific, which is the Washington exam. Having 8 years of professional land experience under a direct supervision of a land surveyor is the requirement on top of the education or experience that we went over. All right, next, New Mexico. So, in order to get your license in New Mexico, you must possess a bachelor's degree in surveying or closely related field. So, what does that mean? So, basically, you either need to be have a bachelor's degree in surveying or in engineering. And that's what they would qualify as something closely related. They may do a couple more as well, but again, it's up to the board to decide. So I've got a list of different things. So one, receive a bachelor's degree in engineering discipline, recognized from the board as an accredited um, engineering program. Two, bachelor's degree in engineering discipline, recognized for the board from a foreign education institute. And then again, board approval. Receive a master's degree in engineering discipline that's board approved. Fourth option is master's degree in engineering from a foreign education institute and then have it board approved. Receive a doctorate degree in engineering and then that is board approved, or have at least 6 years of board approved engineering experience after graduating from the school offering board approved 4 year engineering technology curriculum. Wow, so there's a lot of different options, and that's just for the engineering side of it. Also, thanks for joining in with us over this holiday weekend with Thanksgiving just around the corner being tomorrow. We're offering you guys a $100 discount on all combos. So whether it be the FS, the PS, the California, or the Texas RPLS, using that key in the upper right hand corner, it's valid all the way through Sunday. So just use turkey savings with the dollar symbol instead of the S. Use that at checkout, and you'll be able to save over the next couple days $100 on any of those combos. All right, let's take a look at the next one. So, in order to get your license, again, bachelor's degree closely related. So if you are not certified as an engineer intern, there's these other options for you. So received a bachelor's degree in engineering discipline from the board and have 12 years of engineering experience. Wow, that's a lot. Receive a master's degree in engineering discipline recognized by the board for accreditation and have at least 6 years of experience. Receive a doctorate degree in engineering discipline from the board, have at least 4 years of engineering experience subsequent to receiving the degree. And again, all this is written down so you can come back and refer to it later. But basically, you need a lot of experience and education in order to do it. So if you have an engineering degree already, great. You can use it as well as some of your experience. If you don't have your degree or anything yet, looking at receiving a bachelor's in geomatics might be the way to go. So in the state of New Mexico, if you're already licensed as an engineer in the District of Columbia, another state, territory of the United States, provided that the licensure, meaning you, doesn't have any conflict with the provisions of the Engineering and Surveying Practices Act and the standards required by the licensure, basically making sure that you meet all the requirements of the board in the state of New Mexico, then you can go ahead and apply. The second way to do this is if you're currently licensed as an engineer in a foreign country and you can demonstrate to the board's satisfaction, evidence of your licensure that equals or exceeds the current requirements that we went over earlier. Third option is if you're currently licensed as an engineer in the District of Columbia, another state, territory, and you provided that the applicant has the basically three different options here. So actively licensed for 10 years, proceeding to the application New Mexico, has not received any disciplinary actions related to practicing engineering or professional conduct for 5 years preceding the application. And C, basically has never had the license revoked or suspended. So as long as you have a license as an engineer and you meet all three of those requirements, that's another way to get your licensure as a land surveyor in the state of New Mexico. All right, so in the state of New Mexico, I also added this chart so you guys can take a look at as well. In order to sit for the FS exam, like I said, there's a couple different options. Graduate will be a senior status surveying degree, or graduate with 4 years of approved related science degree, the number of years of experience that are required. And then for endorsement, we go back all the way to, prior to 1995, um, or sorry, July 95 to present, 4 year degree in surveying, 95 to present as well. You could also have board approved curriculum in something related, a science related. Prior to that, in 79, from 79 to 95, they required 45 semester hours, or 2 year associates in surveying, and then the total years of experience. So you can see as we move up or get, closer to this year, they're requiring less years of experience, but they're requiring more education. So licensed licensed individuals prior to 79 needed 8 years of experience. After that, like I said, from 79 to 95, you needed 6 years of experience, but you needed an associate's degree or 45 semesters hours in surveying. So they keep changing it and reducing the total years of experience, but also requiring it. So they're just kind of broadening it out for everybody. Lastly, go somewhere a little more tropical, Hawaii. There are two basic pathways to licensure in Hawaii. So if you're currently licensed in another state and you're just seeking basically endorsement, you can do that with or without NCEES exams. And if you are not licensed in another state and you'll be seeking licensure via NCEES exams, refer to this page here. So I attached it for you guys to take a look at. If you have a graduate degree, again, in geoscience, land surveying, civil engineering, or general engineering curriculum from an approved school or college, you need 3 years of experience. If you have a 4 year arts or science curriculum with math, science related major from an approved school, you need 7 years of experience. If you have a graduate degree of, sorry, if you have a graduate of a 2 year civil engineering technology or surveying curriculum, so associate's degree, that's another way to get the 7 years of experience. Lastly, if you have no degree, you need 11 years of experience. And then looking at the examinations kind of goes over the same thing again. So FS and PS, or 15 years of responsible charge time. And that's for basically all of them. So you're going to need a total of 15 years. So you're not required to have the education, as you can see, in Hawaii. However, by doing 4 years in civil engineering land surveying, you'd only need 3 years of experience rather than 11 with no degree. So you're knocking off a lot of time by just, getting that degree out of the way. If you guys have any questions, always, like I said, so this isn't a live event, but we're here to answer any questions you might have. So feel free to just go ahead and leave a comment in the messages below. We can get back to you. You can always set up a call with us at 877-758-6262, or you can email me directly at sales@nlcprep.com. And I can answer any questions you might have, set up a scheduled time with you, whatever we need to do to go over maybe your state or certain requirements that you think you may or may not need or certain ways to go about getting your license. Let's put it that way. So, again, my name is Chris. Thanks for joining us over this holiday weekend. Don't forget to use the coupon code, valid till Sunday. And if you guys have any questions, again, just reach out to us. We're here to help you. But again, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next month.
Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell icon so you can see more great upcoming content which is just around the corner.